Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another Minecraft discussion today. My name is Kimberly Quinn, and I am just so super pumped to talk about do not focus on what's missing. It doesn't go anywhere good. And in fact, anyway, let's just start off because I have so much swimming in my head right now. Not to focus on what's missing. So here's the thing. Number one is be careful of what you let in. I've been saying this to my own kids forever, especially once they're at that delicate age of, you have control to like 7, 8, maybe 9 or 10. They start to go to friends' houses. That'd be kind of late, 10, I guess. Anyway, up to 8 probably. They start to go to friends' houses, and then you have to have a conversation. Because we really kind of controlled TV watching. It was very minimal. And we didn't have video games except for sports stuff and that kind of thing. So we had to have a conversation. And I'm actually thinking of myself in the 70s scarred by Jaws. So this obviously goes to a bigger level. But what we let in also does not come out, at least not very easily. So all the violent video games, the violence that grown-ups, seasoned grown-ups watch on the news. And I'm not saying don't be informed, because you have to be informed. Although for me, I don't need to reside there. If it's something huge, I'm going to know about it. I do not watch the coronavirus numbers. I don't watch all the violence going on. I just don't do it. Don't want it in my subconscious. Don't do it. What goes in does not come out very easily. So we've got to be our own gatekeepers. It's like prevention is the best medicine. It's much easier to not let it in the first place than let it in and have to, reboot the subconscious, which is a lot of work, which we spoke about in the last episode. It definitely can be rewired, for sure, but why go through all that when you can just stop it at the door, right? So that's number one. Be careful of what you let in. And then number two is related directly to this, don't focus on what's missing in your life, because we don't want to put our attention on anything that isn't in sync with what we want in our life. And the other thing is, when we focus on what we lack, we attract more lack. So I don't have a partner. I don't have enough money. If we say I don't have, I want, it's all I lack. So the universe is going to say, okay, they don't have enough money. I'm going to send them more issues and more lack and more ways to not have money. Same thing with any sort of prosperity. When we focus on lack, it brings more lack. So I made myself a few notes here. So we can literally change by whatever we pay attention to is also what makes it into memory, right? Long-term memory. Whatever we pay our attention to is what's going to manifest for us and actually become part of our lives. We talked about that in the last video. Thoughts first, feelings second, actions or behavior last. So pay attention to those feelings, because that's telling you what you're thinking, okay? Remembering that we are driven around and creating our own lives. We're the captains of our ship, authors of our script, based on what is in the cabeza. So we can literally change our lives by a reframe. We can change a hate story into a love story by how we change it in our head. It doesn't mean change the truth. Never, never, never. Can't do that anyway. The truth has always been and will always be, right? If the truth's the truth. And it doesn't mean that. It means to just reframe how we look at the truth, which is way different. Okay, way, way, way different. Okay, and then we have, the third one is it's on its way. And this is very Wayne Dyer. I got to do a shout out because I love this. I adopted it into my own life. I was just helping a dear friend of mine recently with something going on in his life. And shifting out of, let's say if a person is not feeling confident, or they're not feeling, they're using words like, I can't, or I feel weak, or whatever. It's not that. It's confidence is on the way. Confidence is on its way. Strength is on its way. Maybe I'm feeling confused and muddled and clouded over because maybe I'm having some depression going on or whatever. Clarity is on its way. Happiness is on its way. Joy is on its way. Better days are on its way. Rather than looking at the flip side. We're talking about the same thing, okay? Versus saying, oh, I'm so depressed. Well, here's the thing. You're going to attract more depression. That's what the universe is responding to. They're wrapping around depression. They're embracing depression. Well, I think I'll send more. That seems to be what's working for them. Versus happiness is on its way. Joy is on its way. Self-awareness is on its way. Authenticity. authentic power, authentic confidence are all on their way. It's better. It's a change in words that, remember, the thoughts create our reality. It is that simple. And I do this thing, right? Is it that simple? Absolutely. Is it that easy? No. Anything that's worthwhile in this life, we have to put effort in. Even if it's, a 30-year marriage, it still takes effort. Effort. Anything that's worthwhile takes ongoing effort. That's just how it is. And then I think this is the fourth one, is harmony, harmonize. We've talked about that divine connection. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about the energy. We're walking around as energetic, vibrant beings. We are all connected. Every culture around the world is saying that in some kind of way. So we have to harmonize with the universe, source, God, higher power, however you want to say, but that divine connection, that divine intelligence that is wired us all together, we've got to harmonize with that. Like, it's kind of like you don't want to go against the current. That's kind of metaphorical. Go with the current of what's meant to happen for you and your purpose, and all will be well. In fact, it'll be more than well. You'll be like abundance flowing, landing in your lap like a faucet you can't shut off. And then you will. And then the last one. Nope. Is it the last one? Yes. 5 is once we control what we allow in, throw out what we don't want. Okay. Especially those bad seed beliefs of all the not enough and all that. Just all those agreements we made with people growing up as little children when we didn't know better, of all the ways we didn't measure up. Once we swap those out, rewire the brain, we will then act on those thoughts, and the thoughts become beliefs, which is even a bigger deal because, like I said, I think it was yesterday, 96-ish%, the high majority anyway, of what we say and do all day long is coming from the unconscious, subconscious mind, which we can't even access. So we've got to swap out those bad seed beliefs for good ones, and then we will act on those, and our life will unfold so naturally. It's just so natural, and that is the main thing. Maybe there's a 6th one. Okay, that's really the same. We got to collaborate with these. We got to pull it together, collaborate, harmonize, kind of just like a different word, with these good positive thoughts leading to good positive beliefs about ourselves. And then here's the thing, when whatever it is starts to flow in, it's really important to not kind of be so super surprised. It's really important to, and that comes down to self-value, to have it just be natural. It's not good to put people on pedestals either, but even situations like, oh wow, I can't believe they picked me for this job. Well, if you can't believe it, don't expect more to come. It's got to be kind of like you got to feel it. Do your best to, this is where imagination comes into play, to actually feel it, like little 4-year-olds are so good at. Imagine yourself already feeling and being with a partner in that new job, living in that other country, traveling, having kids, having some new exciting something you don't even know. Maybe you don't even have an idea. You just know you're done with what you're doing and you need change. Well, just imagine the universe opening up wide to give you that change because you're worthy of it. You're smart. You're a good person. You got it all going on. You're creative, even if you don't think so. We're all creative because we came from creativity, right? You got it all going on. So it's really important to not meet that with, oh my God, you picked me. No. It's more like, yeah, you picked me. All right, because I can do it. Thank you. I'm worthy of this. I am so worthy of this. I have so much to give to the world in whatever way I'm supposed to. And bring it on, universe. All right, that's it. Do not focus on what's missing. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from Northern Vermont. Have a mindful, prosperous day.